Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
Oh? And who are these two?
So you came too?
And who are these two?
Allow me to introduce you. These two are the Traveler and Paimon. This officer over here.
The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol? You mean?
Well, I wouldn't say everyone on the patrol uses a musket. I just happen to have formed a platoon
Whoa, Chiori, Paimon didn't know you went so far back with such a cool person!
It's nothing. In my line of work, in return, I've helped her take care of some things that you could say aren't exactly in her purview as—
It's nice to meet you, but so,
Indeed it did. Well,
not before I know.
have I ever made a
The better question. Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the Special Patrol?
Neither.
Are you
Not if I can help.
All right.
Follow me.
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way. This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a chat with him.
You know, Chevraz, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work. You could call it a you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours sort of situation.
Does Chiori often need your help?
I'd say it's mutual. The uniform, but put them in a clothing boutique, and they suddenly start gushing faster than the waters at the Fountain of Lucine.
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
Yep. People are vain As a result, Chiori often
You scratch my back and I'll scratch...
Exactly. I'm also here to ensure Chiori's safety. Those who make trouble for her also tend to be rich and powerful. And in some very... So, who got on her case this time? It's been a while since I last saw her that angry.
Oh, so this is what happened!
Huh? Uter, you say?
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already. He's fond of pretty much every dirty trick in the book. So he's back.
Whoa, what's this about a funeral all of it?
I just meant that Uter's done for. Now bring it in, you two. Get right up close.
Sure.
Because this is probably...
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Huh?
Stupidity is doing the same meaningless thing over and over. It appears you've forgotten. Oh, and if you dare lay your...
Chiori? Of course. Not to worry, though. Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to
Apologies, officer. I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing out any trash I come across on the street.
You...
Is there anything else either of you?
That's all from me.
We'll see about that.
Whoa, that scared the heck out of Paimon! How did he just go flying out like that?
You're too kind.
Now's not the time.
Oh, not if I could help it, is what I started with
Insults and threats.
Believe it or not, they were that bad.
You could have
Oh, I will. But I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine Fashion Week. Oh, that reminds me. There is another favor I'd like to ask of you today.
What is...
Have I?
Don't you think you're...
I always pay you back in information. It's just like you said. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. We're back.
You were gone for an awfully long time.
There's nothing to worry about. All you need to know...
Sorry, Chio.
What are you talking about? The next time you need to leave with that sort of escort. I'm being serious.
Wait,
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed,
There's really no need.
well, you certain... It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who...
Well,
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything
I believe so. I'll try to
Paimon's gonna take a...
But of course, they supply us designers with fun. That's also why...
but isn't your brand already really famous, Chio?
Even so,
Well,
then it's still not famous enough.
all of it?
Wait,
Alternatively, if...
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best. Oh, what?
Why don't you come to my...
Oh, so we get to try.
Seeing them off the rack will also...
Sounds easy enough.
Most of the clothes you see during... If you like them, though. Feel...
Ooh, sounds good.
Then we have a deal.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids club.
today?
Chiori, we're here!
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
Wait, has Kirara left already?
Yep, with the
Did everything go alright on the road?
I believe so. The patrol makes for quite the entourage. The way they marched forward with Kirara, they took care to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray. I even heard that
Sounds like Navi.
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't.
You know,
I suppose that's why Navia has a that same spirit.
it's like finding the...
Indeed.
Huh.
Fashion is about.
Oh yeah. Come on, let's get down to business. We're here to...
Indeed.
set them up.
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes when I.
Whoa, there sure is a lot.
Well then, I'll leave the displays.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
Ugh, you didn't get bought out by my competitors, did you? Never mind. Anyway, let's move on to the real task at hand. Over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been? Your gown will be.
But you can keep...
Don't worry. It's all right. I'm not trying to make things difficult for you. I'll take note of the cancellation.
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's any.
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just now? Wonder why she wouldn't tell us why she was canceling her order.
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. A family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel, no one to take you to the ball. I've pretty much heard it all. Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the truth to us. It's best not to pry.
Well, guess this...
That's true.
Is Miss Chiori in?
I am. How can I help you?
I'd like to...
Oh.
It's just, not to my liking. You said I could get a refund if I wasn't satisfied, so...
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short?
No need. You don't have to concern yourself.
And I'd be happy to process that for you.
Is Fiore here? I'd like to return my outfit.
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? Surely the entire population of Fontaine...
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a black market front run by a Please, calm down.
What?
Haven't you heard? Chiori Boutique has been exposed for having...
And just who is it that dares to throw that...
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're...
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then by all means...
You...
Off!
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why. We'll refund them at the purchase price. And once you're done...
Got it.
Chiori?
They couldn't be more fab. The real goal here is to
If you say...
the best way to
Miss Yuri, bad news!
Oh, for the love of...
It's our accessories supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be able to supply us during Fashion Week.
What? No accessories? Not even the ones we...
Yes, that's what their messenger...
And what about the models we asked them to book for us?
I think that...
Even the suppliers believe those nasty room...
Is the messenger still here?
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories means no brooches, no bow ties, things like that.
Not just that. It means...
But if you take those away...
Alof, you stay and watch the shop.
Yeah, and we can...
Thank you. In that case, please come with...
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business part...
Who is it?
Venger, it's... We've worked together all these years. The least...
Straightforward as always, I see. You know...
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation.
You're right. I only subscribe to the Steambird.
So, these rumors.
No, not at all. They were in some second-rate fashion.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read them. Surely a bit of tabloid drama isn't worth cutting off my supply.
You would think that. Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every...
Every house? That means...
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this time, Shiori. The article was even published...
What sort of...
a photo of you...
Yesterday? Wait,
Here. I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Behind the scenes, relying on its close ties to the criminal underworld, the Chioria brand employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top, giving hope to the evildoers.
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still,
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon.
that's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind.
But that was so long.
In the world of fashion, your pack, they claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who buy your clothes are just like you. People who silence all dissent with violence.
The absurdity.
Well, maybe your clientele are criminals, but with the way this article combines
Venger.
But I'm no longer that. I'd be perfectly happy. Let me offer you a piece of it.
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own choices. Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is
Fair enough.
Understood.
So, what should we do now?
Without the accessories, I can no longer use...
How could they do this?
Public opinion has never been about what's true and what's... I should have seen it from the beginning.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that sorry excuse for an article? Oh, just thinking about it.
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory. Unfortunately, not all Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this baseless slander. I was just about to find some people to interview so that I can write an article to refute all those claims. If there's...
That's great! With your help, we might be...
It's my pleasure. I've met Miss Chiori several times. I know she's not the kind of person that article makes. She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera. Monsieur Verit. Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went?
She was just here.
If you ask me, I think Chioria Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers.
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before.
Really? How was it?
The owner was plenty fierce, that's for sure.
Oh no, we've lost her. Did you hear what...
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give... It's also true that her way of...
Oh, this is all Tear's fault! Wait a second.
That would only make the situation worse for her. I'm sure Miss Chiori knows that too.
You've got a point. Let's just return to the boutique and see if she's there then.
This is Miss Letitia. She's also here to...
Oh, you were the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday, right? Wait, please don't...
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact, if there's any...
Ah, so you've come across that article?
Yeah, you probably don't know this. But after I got engaged... My fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora, but we get by. After he proposed... He took me. He probably noticed how often I talked about Miss Chior.
And then?
And then, something happened to the business.
But didn't...
Yes. She heard me out. And then...
Well, that's good.
It is good.
Ah, what a shame. He's not supposed to see it until the wedding day.
Well, see, that wasn't... He's seen a...
Huh?
Yeah.
Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece I'm writing about the boutique. Would you mind going? Huh? I think it'd go a...
Hey, Ayla!
Huh?
Well, we...
Oh! In that case, why don't we split up?
Alright, sounds...
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the...
Chiori?
Uh-huh. How did you...
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop and Letitia was there. She wanted to thank you for the drink.
I'm not upset. I just wanted to get some fresh air. Want to sit here with me? The view's quite stunning. Don't worry.
Alright, don't mind if we do.
Well, how does it feel?
This place is pretty...
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't grow up. I would get together with...
Whoa, Paimon would have...
But even as rambunctious as I was, it was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant... My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago.
You were that
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often had... On top of that, I hated the idea of grovel. Anyway, a few incidents later...
No wonder you left Inazuman.
I was angry and frustrated. So, before I left, I swore to all those masters that my brand would one day become renowned all...
Well, that's a great dream to strive towards.
After that, I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I was living in a small cramped room, but I was finally free to make whatever I wanted. I had a far more naive view of fashion back then. As long as something was pretty, it would become popular, right? A simple concept, surely. Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing was ever that simple. Oh, you mean Letitia? Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. That's the first time I ever heard something like that from one of my customers. Who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue my dream, my work has also become someone else's. Alright, that looks back. It was never gone to begin with.
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Charlotte's already...
I don't like duking. I know where
Sounds good! We'll come with!
Huh? When did this become an either-or situation? Find incriminating evidence or participate in Fashion Week. I'm doing both.
But your accessories! Didn't you say your designs were unusable without them?
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what to do about that, but to tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I see the sea, I can't help but remember Inazuma and the vow I made in front of those masters. Thinking about all that, I just can't bear to take even one step back. The sea.
What did you just say, Chiori?
The sea. Seashells, coral. I've got it.
Got what?
Come, let's take a dip, shall we?
Chiori! Wait, hold up! Chiori, why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitoile? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Ah, Paimon gets it now! You want to use things like that as the accessories for your designs!
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
Leave it to us! These should be enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area. Chiori, will these do?
Everything looks great. I've also collected a pretty big batch, so we should have enough.
Great! So are we gonna head back now and make some new designs?
Yes, but don't forget, we've got more than just the designs to worry about when we get back. Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next, we'll...
You mean we have to start?
I should be able to...
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer.
Ganyu?
A friend of ours? Well, anyway.
What?
What else can we...
Let me see. I suppose all there's...
You got it! Wait, what did you just say?
You heard me. Tear them all up. When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. I had to make something work, if it worked back then.
But you weren't...
I know.
Okay, then... Here goes nothing.
No need to be nervous, of course. Just this once, though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as a good way to vent your emotions. Good job. That should do it.
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. Who did this? Those monsters. Slandering you in the papers wasn't... Give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think...
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, cause he's...
Huh?
Ugh, what is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to tear up the outfit.
Oh. So that's what happened. I guess I got a bit ahead of myself.
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation.
You and Chiori?
Of course! Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town. All of the Spina...
Now, if only...
Plus, with how much your intel has helped us out in the past, to the Spina, you're more of an intelligence agency than a fashion boutique.
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know why I'm here. Tell me, how can the Spina be of service to you?
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some simple sewing work? I'll need all the help I can get if I'm going to finish these outfits over the next few days.
Oh, no problem. I've got a few of those guys all ready to go. I just knew... When are you going to get...
Actually, there's something else I'd like to ask of you.
Ask away.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny and Lynette? I'll need their help as well.
I'm done with my interview. Has Miss Chiori made it back yet? Go. Who did this? Give me names. I'll make sure every last one lands a full...
Not this again.
Great, you're both here!
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
We read the article in the papers. We were just about to go find Miss Chiori. She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances.
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
In that case, I assume that there's something we can do to help. Just say the word and we'll take care of it.
Okay, so it's like this.
Is that all we'll need to do?
Should be a piece of cake for the two of us.
I'm on school. Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some evidence for all the bad stuff Utera's been doing, right? Chiori said we shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of days. We can check in with her again once she's done with all the new designs.
But the show's in another...
Well, according to...
A two-pronged approach?
Courtesy first.
Yeah, something like...
Understood. Then we'll have faith in her decision. We'll go make some preparations. See you at the venue.
All right, Rick! Okay, then let... Oh, Paimon...
Oh, you're here.
Chiori! How are the new outfits coming along? You look kinda tired.
Just a few steps left now. I've handed the rest over to Alof.
Wow, that's...
Don't worry. I have no intent.
Okay.
His factory is usual. We're just curious customers after all, aren't we?
Well, when you put...
Anyway, Uther's factory is right over there.
w-
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end custom garments, he prefers low prices.
Alright. Ooh, it's really creepy. Paimon would never choose to buy anything from a place like that.
You make a good point. Let's all be on our guard.
We're in. There really is nobody here.
Welcome, dear visitors.
Oh, Paimon nearly fell out of the air. What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
Please follow me, dear guests. First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand. After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Otero seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand?
This is the studio where our designs are made. Please, take a look around at your... These are the fitting rooms. Please use them at your leisure.
Huh? There seems to be something in this fitting room. Why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Ah! Why is it moving?
It seems to have stopped.
Where did this thing take us?
Seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
Look out! There are guards here! Bombs away!
There is no escape!
This place is filthy! Are the clothes from Uter's shop seriously made here?
Look over there.
Ugh! That water looks super nasty!
And I was the one you...
So he was actually the one who opened an underground factory.
No wonder his clothes always felt weird to the touch. He's been using all manner of tricks here in a bid to cut costs.
Should the clothes made here
Never mind issue.
That's terrible! This way he won't be able to try and deny anything in court. Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go up. Yeah. Yep.
This place seems like some kind of warehouse. Ugh. Huh? What's going on? Our way in's been blocked.
Seems like he knew we'd be...
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because... we used to be part...
Wait, you're pregnant?
When I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of fashion. In the beginning, we both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd and shatter tradition. But with every criticism we received, and every sponsor that rejected us, Uter's confidence disappeared little by little. Finally, right before Fashion Week, he came to the conclusion that we wouldn't be able to make... For my part, I gambled it all.
You received the acclaim?
I don't know the... Well, let's focus on getting out of here first. Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
There are some control panels over there. Let's see if any of those buttons do anything. Oh, that doesn't seem to have done anything. That didn't...
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Go!
Shine down!
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Burn!
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
there. Seems like there's a way out. Maybe we can use these mechanisms to get higher.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Whew. We finally made it out. Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders initiating shutdown procedure. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders initiating shutdown procedure.
We're finally out of that stinky place. Let's take this evidence and get out of here. Finally, the entrance! At last!
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see. What a surprise.
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the nasty stuff happening at your factory. You're not getting away this time.
The evidence on your person, you mean? What?
More mechanical guards?
Oh, but this is a legitimate purpose.
What? Destroying Chioria Boutique? Or continuing to make your rotten rags?
Proving that fashion is merely a laughable farce. A carnival of ignorance!
You know what your problem?
Spare me the
Fashion is about aspiring towards a certain ideal.
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll understand how laughable that ideal truly is.
That's what you've been trying to prove all this time? Your jaded understanding of the industry is the reason you've had it out for my brand for so long? You weren't like this before, Uter. What happened to the man who wanted to make something that would bring the entire world to its knees?
He realized long ago how utterly naive and ridiculous that dream was.
You gave up on your dream, but that wasn't... You think you understand this whole...
Pathetic. What?
You're right. Maybe all those who pursue their dream, but more pitiful still are cowards who are too
You!
Yeah, just leave us...
No.
Wait!
It'll be fine. Just... I'll deal with him.
Catch up with us soon!
Trying to leave, are we?
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Uter. But all that
Still...
No matter what you've been... If I may borrow the... Allow me to show you. The Chioria brand represents more than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chioria Boutique has prepared for you today.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
An enduring, never-say-die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chioria brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself!
Did Chiori not...
Lights! Cameras! Over here, please!
Let the show begin!
the world may change, fashion along with it, but Chioria will remain the same. No challenge is too great. Chioria caters to no one. Not even the times. Rather, Chioria will always lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget. Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then, I suppose all that's left to say is, Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
How about this?
A little more to the left.
Like this?
Perfect.
Phew. Oh, that looks...
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
I made it before Fashion Week.
Well, how can you become renowned through all of Teyvat without a fancy signboard of your own?
Now that you mention it, perhaps our magic troupe could use one of those.
Our signatures are...
Pair would need an...
So, does...
Ooh, that sounds super snuggly and warm.
and a bit cramped.
Miss Chiori, I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steambird, along with the evidence the Traveler gathered.
Thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need for Miss...
Huh?
Of course. The same goes for you too, Linny.
What about something...
Thank you, Chiori.
Well, I don't really need anything. Just don't be a stranger, all right? I don't need anything either. So long as you continue to request my international courier services from Actually, that... Huh? About that. The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in and we'll push it all the way out of Fontaine.
What? No, that's so embarrassing.
Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
Of course. Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show. Appropriate.
Shivers,
If you come across anyone who matches those descriptions, please report.
Enjoyed that, didn't you? You nearly scared me half to death.
Says the one who pulled that stunt earlier. How about you do?
And if I had...
No, but it would have at least spared me a whole lot of anxiety.
Well, I would say I'm more than made...
All right, I won't argue with you. You can have this one.
Well, friends, I would say we've earned ourselves a nice meal for our efforts. Let's go. Spina's treat.
I'll have to take a rain check. I've still got a lot of paperwork to take care of, so you all go have fun. Oh, by the way, Chiori, I ran into Vanger on the way here. He had a message for you.
I don't need to hear it.
You know him well.
Thanks again, Shelvrus.
My pleasure. Oh, that was really quite an
You don't say.
All right, all right. Follow me if you want in on the celebration feast. Come on, we're leaving.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go wait for me at that place with the view? I'll let Navia know that we'll be a little late. There's something I'd like to give you.
A place with a view? Oh, Paimon knows where you mean. Sure, no problem.
Perfect. I'll be right there.
To oblivion!
Time for retribution!
There is no escape! Wipe out! Go! No one escapes my sight!
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. But what did you want to give us that you couldn't...
Here. Take...
Oh, wow! A brooch! And in the style of Chioria Boutique, too! Wait, Paimon gets one as well?
I've only made 2 for now. After much consideration, I decided to give them to you two. You've been a great help. Even when things were looking bleak, there were even times when I felt like I had to fight back and win. Even if it was just to honor the trust that you had in me.
Well, we may have helped a little, but Paimon would say you deserve most of the credit. This result, it was all you, Chiori.
I know for certain that was not the case. I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand, apart from a single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chioria Boutique could have easily fallen to ruin.
Well, Paimon doesn't think it would have ever gotten to that point. Not if you had anything to say about it. But, about the stuff you said at the show, you aren't worried it'll rub some people the wrong way?
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious, but they do reflect how I truly feel. I won't bow or scrape before any force in this world, much less any individual. I'm confident in the quality of my work. Create something beautiful, and there will always be people who appreciate it.
Well, guess there's nothing to worry about then. Should we go back and join them at the victory feast?
Oh, yes, of course. But before that, I'd like to admire the view for just a little while longer. You know, of all the nights I've spent in Fontaine, I'd say this is the loveliest by far.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
You know, Paimon's heard that Alhatham's been made acting Grand Sage, but with that personality of his, oh boy. You think things will be okay? Why don't we go to the Academia and ask around?
Ad Astra.
Thank you for...
I should be
Well,
the newly appointed acting Grand Sage review.
acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new...
Yeah, I heard that selecting new, but it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. Once my paper is published, I'm...
They're really out of their minds, making I'll hate.
Take it easy, Professor. I'm
Fool! He was one of my students, but he rarely attended class. What brazen arrogance! Misery of miseries! For the academia to have him as the acting Grand Sage?
Professor, don't get... Psst! Want to hear a secret?
Really?
Someone named Alhik. There's also a Vahumana scholar who's been in the spotlight recently. They say that he's a likely pick to be one of the...
Oh! Is he teaching any courses?
Wow. News of Alhaitham being the acting Grand Sage sure spread fast. Some people don't know who he is, though. Guess he's less famous than Paimon Dot. Some people are saying good things and others bad. Especially that old guy just now. He really doesn't like Alhaitham. Hey! Are you okay? You don't look too good.
The Matra.
The Matra?
I'm Ilias. I have to talk to...
In the state you're... Why don't you tell us...
No, I have to tell... Sorry, can you lend me your arm?
Since you put it down... take him to a matcha, but we don't know that many, do we? Oh, wait! Sino should be back at the Academia! Let's go find him! Hey there! Excuse us, but is Sino at the Academia?
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if you'd like, I can pass whatever
We ran into...
Oh? If... Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana?
Vahumana?
Yes, there are rumors he'll become Vahu.
I want to report him. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that... I ran as fast as I could.
There's no rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments,
I don't...
Huh?
All I remember is it's like a nightmare that... Oh! I heard they conduct business.
Even if what you say... But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm...
Please don't take it the wrong... Sorry, but can you two wait out here?
Huh? I'll hate them?
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. Per protocol, this matter was reported...
Huh. It's kind...
You're overthinking things.
Really? In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
It's already against protocol for acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. Oh, never mind.
Don't you worry. Our lips are...
All right. In that case, Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be... Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the Academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago. It's close to the time that Ilyas had given.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out.
Oh, come on! We already said that we're coming!
We're here, acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. What's our next course of action? Acting Grand Sage...
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new Academia... If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham?
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
same as ever. Casually ignoring people, just like he did back at Aru Village.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming, but unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was... The test was strictly...
Why is this so complicated?
This is why I...
Excuse me, I've had a question.
No.
Haha!
Then why did you...
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really? A misperception, perhaps.
Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Kasharawa...
Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the acting Grand Sage? What have I gotten myself into?
I would like to ask you...
Of course.
Do you know...
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the
He's doing some He contacted me and we had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up. Or run into you all.
Perhaps Siraj was... The good news is, regardless of what Siraj... Do you have any more...
No. He's...
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive... However, I am curious. What do you need him for, exactly?
I've read some papers.
I see.
Follow me.